Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of SciGen Unfiltered. Today I got a very interesting story for you guys. It involves the company Epic Games. You remember Epic, right? The creators of the Unreal Engine, Fortnite, Paragon, Unreal Tournament, Gears of War. Yes, that same company. Well, apparently they're now in a legal suit with a cheater off of Fortnite, a 14-year-old kid. Now, get this. Now, apparently, there was a debate around ethics about punishing cheaters after filing a lawsuit against that Epic filed a lawsuit against a 14-year-old boy. In response, the boy's mother filed a legal note tearing down Epic's lawsuit and calling for it to be thrown out. Uh, the ensuing debate has been fierce, with some praising Epic and others decrying the legal measures as excessive and heartless, suggesting this case could become a touchstone for how game developers of highly competitive online titles handle cheaters and licensing agreement violations in the future. Now, specifically, Fortnite, which contains a multiplayer mode. You guys know Fortnite. Who doesn't know Fortnite? Heavily borrowing elements of Breakout Games' PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, has become a huge hit on both console and PC. The game involves a contest between a large number of human players, with as many as 100 people facing off in a single round. You die, you're out. That makes it for one of the most competitive games on the market, which attracts the attention of malicious PC players who use game modifications to develop cheating software, and then subscription services to digitally distribute that software for money. This software typically makes it easier for aim bots, allowing players to automate the act of defeating opponents. Epic, which has banned cheaters only to see them develop more robust workarounds, has responded by suing both distributors of the software and now it seems at least one user of it. Suing an individual user instead of simply banning them is kind of a little bit on the unorthodox method, and very controversial move because it echoes the misguided actions of the music recording industry and its attempt to crack down on piracy. Remember that, Metallica? The the parallel was only further cemented by a note submitted by the 14-year-old's mother in the Eastern District of North Carolina. And I will show you the legal letter right here. It's in 3 pages. Okay. Now, the mother, who appears to be either a lawyer, a friend of a family member of a very dedicated researcher, lays out an impressive case for why the suit against her son should be thrown out. She argues her argument boils down to the fact that her son did not develop the cheats, nor did he distribute them. No, he didn't distribute them or develop them, but he was caught using them.
Denied.
Instead, he simply downloaded them from a popular cheating website and streamed himself using the cheats. How can you be that stupid, kid? The one thing you don't do if you're going to use cheats is stream yourself in the act of. Don't you ever watch Twitch? How many times have you seen a Twitch streamer get banned online for live streaming of the player using cheats? Are you kidding? Not for nothing, but because of your actions, I am not surprised Epic filed a lawsuit. But here, not only that, but the mother makes a convincing argument that it would be difficult for Epic to prove in court that her underage son was bound by its end user licensing agreement, EULA, given that Fortnite is a free-to-play game and its EULA did not contain an option for underage users to obtain parental consent, which she said she never gave. Come on. That's apples and oranges. Really? No. No. Her consent was allowing him on the computer and online in the first place, knowing that he was playing a game. You actually think that you're you're really going to sit there and read the EULA? No. Any of you actually ever do read those things? I know I don't. Anyways, it would also be difficult for Epic to prove the act of cheating harmed in its ability to make a profit, considering the game's revenue stream is restricted to microtransaction purchases of cosmetic in-game items. She also cites potential disclosure violations on Epic's part, including the company naming the boy directly, suing a minor, both of which are illegal in some states. But do you ever think that maybe Epic didn't know how old the kid was when they named him? How could you really hold that against them? I mean, it's a very good possibility they didn't know how old he was until after the fact. However, this is where it starts to get really tricky. Epic says that it's in the right because the lawsuit isn't about the use of cheating software, but the promotion of said software on YouTube. And I completely agree with you, Epic. Completely agree. That's what gets everyone caught in the first place, is when you broadcast it. In a statement, the company explained that the 14-year-old cheater refused to take down a video Epic says is effectively a how-to guide for using the cheater's software. Okay, now you're bringing YouTube into this, because now it's a direct violation of YouTube policies. This particular lawsuit arose as a result of of Epic Games filing a DMCA counterclaim because the kid actually tried to fight the YouTube notice. So not only was he caught cheating, okay, by broadcasting it on YouTube, Epic filed a claim against the video, and then he fought it by trying to file a counterclaim. Not in YouTube even states that when you file a counterclaim against somebody like that, it is wise to consult a lawyer before you do. YouTube will plainly tell you this. Okay? So the kid did not consider this. Now, if you know what the DMCA is, with YouTube, is when a company files against your video, you have 2 weeks to respond. Okay? Now you can appeal for a counterclaim. When you do, it becomes a legal issue, because now it's law. And that's why they suggest that you consult legal advice. Hence, talk to a lawyer. Now, after he counters it, now 2 things happen with Epic. They can file an official lawsuit, or they have to forfeit their claim, and they have 2 weeks to do so. So this kid actually forced this lawsuit onto him by refusing to take down the video. And that's all Epic wanted to do. Have him take down the video because of a how-to guide on how to use cheating software in Fortnite. So, am I with the 14-year-old kid? No, because he's an idiot. And the mother is sitting here trying to defend him about this. Then teach your son to read legal notices. I mean, he is 14 years old. He is somewhat competent. Shouldn't you be watching your kids while they're on the computer and playing games in the first place? But that would be proper parenting, right? Now, picking up where I left off. The DMCA counterclaim to a takedown notice on YouTube video that exposed and promoted Fortnite Battle Royale cheats and exploits. Epic told The Verge in a statement, "Under these circumstances," and I quote, "Under these circumstances, the law requires that we file a suit or drop the claim. Epic is not okay with ongoing cheating or copyright infringement from anyone at any age. As stated previously, we take cheating seriously and will pursue all available options to make sure our games are fun, fair, and competitive for everyone. Now, in other words, the 14-year-old cheater contested Epic's DMCA takedown notice on YouTube, seemingly pushing the company to file a lawsuit to ensure other Fortnite players couldn't do the same. In fact, the boy even made a second YouTube video in which he admitted to using the software, live streaming himself cheating, and refusing to take down the initial video down. And I will leave a link to this kid's video in the description below. So it looks like the boy really did take some foolish steps that make Epic's case appear more reasonable. Yeah. On the other hand, Epic is suing a 14-year-old over a YouTube dispute, a territory that's already a lightning rod for controversy in the game community, because of how corporations have misused the DMCA takedowns in the past, because Epic is claiming the boy violated its EULA by using and broadcasting the cheat and refusing to take down the YouTube video. It can seek a fine of up to $150,000, meaning a large and powerful game corporation could bankrupt a family for naive actions of a young, stupid teenager. It's unclear the company even knew the boy's age at the time that the suit was even filed, but also up in the air right now is whether Epic really plans on following through with the suit. More understandable, in my opinion, though, when talk about following through, they'll probably just settle out of court. Kid probably issue some sort of formal apology. His YouTube video is going to get in trouble. All that stuff. More understandably, the company may just want the threat of a lawsuit hanging in the air to deter future cheaters from making YouTube or Twitch live streams of the behavior and encouraging other players to do the same. On a grander scale, the lawsuit speaks to the contentious debate around the legal enforcement of licensing agreements and terms of service contracts. Nearly every piece of technology, including both hardware and software, carries with it some type of murky agreement regulating the behavior of consumers, whether it's to prevent them from modding a video game, jailbreaking a smartphone, or using the product in some way its creators never intended to do so. We agree to these contracts without reading them or even understanding what types of behavior scale from prohibited to illegal. That's why they're there. It protects the company. So if you violate the term because you didn't read it, that's your fault. Did you ever see the South Park video? Or the South Park episode? When people didn't read the fine terms to the Apple agreement? It was the Human Centipede episode. Yeah. That's specifically what it's about. For children with unfettered access to the internet, there's a parenting problem right there. This is an especially troublesome gray area, resulting in a minefield for parents and corporations alike. Cheating at a video game may not be as serious as using Facebook or Twitter to harass or threaten someone, or using programming scripts to participate in a distributed denial of service attack against a government website. But these hacks do have a harmful effect on an online gaming community by undermining the integrity of the title's fair and level playing field. Absolutely. Remarkably, even in 2017, the extent of which a company will use legal means to crack down on this behavior is still being worked out on a case-by-case basis, with Fortnite just the latest and most visible example. However, Epic plans to handle this it will be telling, not just because it illustrates how far the company might go to take a YouTube video down, but because it shines a spotlight on the rights and responsibilities of minors. Now, these are players who increasingly are playing games that are given out for free online that involve interacting with other human beings, all with little rules, protections, or guardrails to regulate their behavior. Cheating may be something developers have a legitimate interest in stamping out, but doing so by using their formidable resources to crush a 14-year-old would appear to be just a bit too far. Now, you guys tell me, what do you guys think of this? Are you with this 14-year-old saying that Epic went over the line, or are you with Epic on this, on their reason is just for... Personally, I think Epic is just trying to make an example. I personally don't see them going forward with the lawsuit, considering how much scrutiny they're getting under for it. But at least it's going to be a fair warning how they're not afraid to do it. I mean, if the kid didn't put it online and then refuse to take down the video and then fight them about taking down the video, this never would have been pushed to this level in the first place. The kid's an idiot. Just my opinion. I mean, tell me what you guys think. So, leave a comment below. Let me know what you guys think about this. I personally think it's a little interesting, but it just shows the stupidity of minors again. Of some 14-year-old little snob kid who thinks he knows everything, and now he's untouchable. But anyways, definitely give the video a like. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, because we do a lot more stuff like this, and definitely check out our Let's Play videos and our live streams, man. Also check us out on our Twitter, and that's at Cygen Gaming, and definitely check out too our Twitch channel, and that's twitch.tv/Cygen Gaming. Like I said before, let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and I will leave a link to the video to that kid's YouTube video, so you guys can see that. All right, until next time, guys. Have a good one.
Hone your skills. Look, boy, you in the danger room.